Cannes Lions 2018, and earlier we spoke to Keith Weed at Unilever about how he wants to tighten up issues regarding influencer marketing. Well, one man who knows all about it is Neil Whalar from Whalar. Before we get onto that bit, let's talk about the benefits of influencer marketing.
Well, so influencers have incredible audiences around them. In many ways, they are magazine publishers with their audiences. They have a curated group that are following them and speaking to them and interested in what they're talking about for a passion point and topic. And so for brands, that's an opportunity to tap into that audience. It's also an opportunity to tap into the influencers as consumers and creators. And I think that's an incredible, powerful way when brands are struggling sometimes to talk in the social media age, collaborating with influencers to understand it better.
Do you think it's because of technology changes that that's happened? Because we've always had sort of like celebrity recommendations and things like that. Why do you think influencers' moment is now? Why do you think it's grown so quickly?
Technology. So influencers' moment is now is because the barrier to entry to be an influencer, to have an audience, the mission statement for Whalar is liberating the creative voice. Like literally your upbringing, your background, where you are in the world, as long as you've got a phone, a laptop, you're able to blog, you're able to create content, you're able to resonate with an audience. Someone creating content in Singapore could be resonating and followed by someone in Toronto. I mean, that's an incredible opportunity that wasn't there before. So, before it was celebrities where you required movies and big media to have awareness. Now it's Instagram, scrolling through a feed, searching through hashtags to discover stuff you're interested in. So that's allowed it.
Keith Weed is wanting to tighten this up. He doesn't want to work with people who have got fake followers. He's always wanted transparency through the process. What sort of threat, or maybe you see it as an opportunity, do you think what he's saying represents?
Well, I think it's only a positive thing in that you've got to clean up industries as they grow, and for brands like Unilever to invest far more money in it as they go along, it needs to be a cleaner space to work in. So it was a bit of the wild west. People didn't necessarily know what they were doing. I think sometimes a year ago there were services advertising, hey, we'll get you more followers. I don't think people necessarily knew they were buying fake followers. They might have been thinking they were advertising in real places to gain real followers. So I sat next to Keith on the flight just before he made his news over here, and was saying that look at the audience that they have and make sure that audience is a match, and look at the audience that's real and that's engaged. And if that's an audience that you want to work with, that's a good influencer to work with.
So somebody like Whalar, where do you fit into this process, and what can you do to kind of put somebody like Keith Weed's mind at ease?
It's the analysis around all of that. So fundamentally, Whalar is about receiving a brief from someone like Keith and then finding the most appropriate influencers from all around the world to work on that based on real audiences, real people, the right creative, that they're appropriate for that brand as well. And then really platforms bring scale. So, we did one brand collaboration, 200 different influencers in 58 markets. All in one campaign that felt like it belonged to one single campaign. So it's a great sign of the market. For Keith to say that shows how big this industry is, and that it's not going anywhere, and that it's rising in its importance of it. But with that, the industry needs to grow up.
Hello, I'm James Wright. Thanks for watching Marketing Media Money. To check out more online videos, just click on the boxes, and don't forget to subscribe to the CNBC Live channel at the bottom of the screen.